it's evening and it's currently raining. If it seems like it's raining a lot these days, it's got water in my eyeballs, but if it seems like it's raining a lot these days, it is. We had such a hot and dry spring and summer that everything was on fire. Literally, our entire province was basically on fire. Now, it won't stop raining. That's not a bad thing. We got a chicken on the loose. I don't care. Chicken on the loose. You're supposed to be in the pen. Well, I don't really care where they go. Chicken's in there. I don't really care if they stay in the pen or not. Chicken over here. You know, chickens. They don't have to stay in the pen. Like, they can come out of this pen anytime they want. They're kind of cool looking birds, though. I like them. They're out in the rain. They have access to the barn. I had somebody ask the other day when it was raining if the birds in that pen have access to the barn. Yes. There is a nice big hole. And they can absolutely go through that hole into the barn. Also, here are some ducks. Here's a horsey. Here's a horsey. Giving me funny faces. Ugh. And see, there's some smaller birds in here, which is good. We have nobody's broody, which is nice. There's some chickens hanging out in here, doing chicken things because it's raining. We have Arwen hanging out in here because she does not like the rain, which should not be surprising. Goats do not like the rain. Egg. Goats do not like the rain. Do not be surprised when your goats absolutely hate the rain. Okay? Do not be surprised. I'm just going to use this to see if there's any eggs up there. There's chicken. It's also a boy chicken. I'm just looking for eggs. Nope. Sometimes there's an egg up there, but I think Tristan got them all already. Yeah, he did. Except for that one. We got one chicken still laying late in the day. Whatever. So, it has been raining most of the day. That's not a bad thing, except for the mud. Blech. Hate mud. Anyway, so what went on today? I couldn't find any of my chickens this morning. I don't know, and obviously they're here now, so obviously it's not an emergency. The ducks are over there. There's chickens everywhere. Chickens are in the barn. Obviously, it's not the end of the world, right? Obviously. But I couldn't find them. This morning I got up and I couldn't find them. What? What, Gwen? Psst, psst, psst. Hi, sweetie. What? Yeah. Hi, doll. What? Come here. I want to pet you. Oh, this is my kitty. This is my Gwen. Yeah. Rain's letting up a little bit. But I couldn't find any of the chickens. They were gone. They were just gone. So I went on a little mission. And last time they were gone, they were down that path. Past there. But they weren't. So I'll show you where they were. And why I was so worried about them. And why it took me so long to find them. They were where they never go. So we're going to go for a walk. We're going to go this way. Because I couldn't find my chickens. And I was panicking a little bit. And the dogs were there. The dogs were laying around doing nothing. So I'm like, okay, so either the chickens already got eaten, or the chickens are hiding somewhere and the dogs don't care. Either way, I was a little bit worried. So we're scouring. Kids have gone down that path and everything. Everyone was looking. We're like, okay, where are these chickens? So I got kids out back on the other side of the trees. I'm checking down here. I'm looking at all these bushes, right? It's like, where are my chickens? Where are my chickens? Where are my chickens? I can't find my chickens. And here's when I started to get worried, because we've been walking for a couple minutes now, right? We're getting closer and closer to where our property ends on this side, because the property goes back that way, not further this way. Okay, our property is about 700 feet wide, and going this way, getting closer to where our property ends. Getting closer, right? So we're pretty far down the property now. And I can hear an owl. So I keep looking at, where's the heck is that owl? I can hear an owl. So we go this way. Okay. And then I see them. So here's my neighbor's yard. Our neighbor's pretty far away. Like, his house is like 2,000 feet away from ours. It's not close. But they were all here. All in this corner. Still technically on our property. They're all in that corner, which is really far down. They don't normally come this far. There's a bunch of squirrels yelling at me right now. While I'm allowed over here, this is my yard. So they were all the way in that bush. And I was really, really, really worried. Like, it was worrisome. So, at least we found them. And then we got them back. So we herded them back. And we're like, oh, God. What I was worried about is the dogs were just kind of chilling over by the rabbits. They were just like, whatever. They didn't care. And the thing I'm worried about is he has dogs. So, if his dogs had come into our yard, our chickens would be dead. So I was mad at the dogs. But they were fine. I mean, the dogs weren't doing anything because they didn't have a reason to do anything. They were just hanging out. So, and I really love these mossy paths that we walk on. So that was our big drama for the day. That and the fact that Rowan didn't close his rabbit boy pen. So Bonnie, Falcon, and Dots were all running around the yard. I was this afternoon. I was like, he's like, oh, I don't think I latched it. You think? So that was going on. I'm going this way because I want to, because I can. Anyway, so that's what was going on this afternoon. So we had to go look for the rabbits, but they were just on the grass. We used to pick up. I get a lot of questions about the rabbits escaping all the time, and do we ever lose anybody? No. They're always just kind of hanging around on the grass, and we just go over and pick them up. So, what I'm looking for wild plums. I saw a bunch as we were going past the other way. I'm just looking to see if they're ripe, because we have wild plum trees. I'm not going to crawl over the snow fence. Yeah, we have some wild plums there. Do I have to harvest them tomorrow? I'm not harvesting them in the rain. Let's go grab a wild plum and find out if I have to harvest them. Let's go see. Go around the snow fence. Yeah, we didn't take our snow fence down. Didn't feel like it. Did not feel like it. So, it didn't matter. Didn't matter. Okay. Here are our wild plums. Oh, they're pretty close to ready. Pretty close to ready. Look at how pretty those are. Okay. Oh yeah. I'm gonna harvest those tomorrow. Oh wow. Yes. I love wild plums. They are going to be ready to harvest tomorrow. That's so exciting. I'm going to grab my bucket. And I always mean to make something with the plums, but I just eat them. They're so good. They're like candy. They're so delicious. One of my favorite things about this property is there's wild plums down the whole path I walked. There's a whole bunch. I'm very excited about it. Wild plums are delicious. Eat them all. That's the plan. Plan is to eat them all. Okay. See if anyone is starting to blush. We're getting close on some, I hope. There's one. A little bit of blush. Take that one in. Look for another. So tomorrow I will gather up wild plums. They're so good. Okay, let's go over here. I'm not going to bother checking on that stuff because it doesn't need to be harvested. It's not ready. And I'm over weeding. I don't want to do it anymore. I've just kind of quit weeding. I've just kind of decided I don't feel like it anymore, so I'm just kind of done. I'm like, yeah, the weeds can just do whatever the weeds want to do. I don't care that much. That one's sort of blushing, but not enough for me to pull it. I want a blush that I don't have to question. Really, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. Not today. One in my pocket. Big one in my pocket. The cooler weather is helping them start to blush. Taking so long because it was so freaking hot this year. I'm sure everyone can sympathize. It has been too hot for pretty much everybody. Ugh. Come on. Okay, I don't see any blushing here either. But I see a couple that are really close. Alright. It is really raining now. I'm slowing down now, it's not. So, today was basically the case of the missing chickens, escaping rabbits, and those plums are ready to harvest in the morning. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. Harvest the plums. I'm very excited about it. It's raining. It's getting harder now. It wasn't this hard when I came out. Rain's getting worse. Alright. I'm going to go inside, get out of the rain, and worry about dinner. I'm making potatoes. I want to make potatoes. I'm going to go make potatoes for dinner. We'll see you tomorrow.